Backpacks, bags, life carriers, whatever you want to call them. We all carry around somewhat of our own version of one. Personally, myself, I'm always interested in what people are carrying around, why they carry it around, and whatever. So I thought I'd put in my 2 cents of what I carry around as a kind of freelance content creator here in Iowa. So before I go into like kind of what's in the bag, I thought it'd be nice to talk about what I value. I really like making sure that my systems just work really well. I spend a lot of time to make sure that happens. I value only thinking about, fun problems or problems that I need to be putting my brain towards, like editing a video. What should I do for the video? How am I going to meet this customer? Stuff like that. I don't want to be thinking about stupid problems like, oh shoot, this isn't working, or dang it, I forgot my charger, or stuff like that. What you'll kind of notice is I have a lot packed in this bag, and it's so that I can leave with this bag and have full confidence that everything that I might need to do is covered. Keep that in mind. So let's get into it. So like I said, I'm carrying around my backpack wherever I go. So the most important thing about carrying around a backpack is your bag and what you need it for. This is the Peter McKinnon / Nomadic 25 liter everyday bag. I think that's what it's called. It's really honestly just top 3 bags on the market for packing in everything, like laptops, camera equipment, various equipment. I need a lot of space in here. So this thing's rugged, this thing's pretty pricey, but obviously it's beautiful. Has everything you'd want in it. So instead of like putting something in it like a regular backpack, well, you can, but I never do. You open it kind of from the back. So you open it and there's just this huge compartment full of everything you'd ever want in life. Obviously very happy with the amount of room in here. These cubes are actually removable. So that's really cool. You can literally just like empty it out and then it's like an empty backpack all over again. One of the cubes I actually just have storage over on my wall. Kind of crazy innovative for the bag world. So a friend of mine, Ethan Fisher, recommended this bag for me. He actually had the 30 liter, but it was way too much space for him. So he downgraded to the 24 liter or upgraded, whatever you want to consider it. But like I said, I fit a journal, a laptop, all the laptop accessories, a camera, 3 lenses, a drone, all in this thing. And if I don't want it to be a camera bag, it doesn't have to be a camera bag. On the side here is the laptop sleeve. And by this side, I mean this side. All you do is unzip this pocket, and then you have access to all the side essentials. In this side pocket, I have my journal where I write all my crap down. Been getting into that more. I also store my pen in here, and also my laptop goes in there. But I'm looking at a script right now, so can't do that. Really easy, very padded, very nice. Specifically, my MacBook is the MacBook Pro 13-inch M1 chip with 528 gigabytes of storage and just a regular RAM add-on. I bought it the year I got into college, which was 2021, and it's worked for me ever since. Runs every program I need. There's better stuff on the market now, but as long as you can run what you need, there's no problems there. Usually when I open up my bag, there will be my camera right in here. Fits all nice. It's beautiful. It's currently right here, obviously recording me. Look at that. I use a Sony a7 III. I've used it for a few years now. It's definitely a pricier option. It isn't the priciest option, but when it comes to cameras, what I like to say is I buy the gear that makes me think about gear the least. So if I buy a piece of gear but I run into problems with it, maybe time for an upgrade. But if I buy a piece of gear and I have 0 problems with it, I'm not going to upgrade. So the Sony a7 III has been the perfect sweet spot for that. I'm able to take very nice looking photos and take very nice looking pieces of video. Obviously, this is like my 3rd camera, so I would not recommend it as a first camera. I'd get like, a $300 to $500 camera, get some work under your belt, pay for that next camera. It'll be about a $300 to $500 upgrade from your previous camera after you resell it, and work from there. So like I said, I carry 3 different lenses in this bag. One of the lenses will be attached to the camera, obviously, and the other 2 lenses sit in these 2 pouches. First lens is the Sony 24 to 105 millimeter f4 lens. This is like my one lens that I could use everywhere in the camera lens world. 24 to 105 is a pretty big differentiating wide to tight angle lens, so it covers every base really. And if I needed to choose one, it'd probably be my go-to lens. I've used this one the most, blah, all that stuff. Beautiful thing, I love it. My next lens that I got is the Zeiss 16 to 35 f4 lens. It is attached right now. Honestly, I really don't need this lens. I bought it so that I'd be able to do real estate content. Realistically, shooting that type of content hasn't fit into my business yet, but it's been nice when it does. So that's primarily why I have it, and it's nice to have a 16 millimeter more than you think, but definitely I don't need this lens. My last lens is the Zeiss 55 millimeter 1.8 lens. I like to put it on to make it feel like I don't have a crazy big camera on me. It makes the camera setup really small and compact, and it also is a prime lens, so it stops back down to 1.8, which none of my other lenses have, so you can pull some beautiful images from it. Whenever I have this lens on, the photos are just so easy to edit. It's beautiful. I use this thing anytime I can. The only downside is clients and people don't think it looks cool enough, which is stupid, but also it is a factor. You know, if you want to look cool, you have to show up with a cool rig, so that can be tough sometimes. But this is like, if I could use a lens all the time, it'd be this one, because it's just so easy to work with. It's small, it's nice, colors are great. Nothing but great things to say about Zeiss and the way it colors. I don't know why, but it just works so good. Next up in the old camera queues, I have my drone, the DJI Mini 2, and I got the Fly More combo. I got 3 batteries that all can be charged in this sort of compartment thing. Carry the remote with joysticks and connections and all that jazz, and then obviously the drone itself. And then also kind of loosely laying around is the Peak Design camera strap. It's just the best, easiest, most convenient camera strap to put on a camera. It isn't the most aesthetic thing ever, but aesthetics aside, it's beautiful. Next in the cube, I have the DJI mic system, wireless mics. It's just this beautifully made AirPod looking thing that holds 2 receivers, and then obviously the thing that attaches to the camera, and it just records beautiful audio straight from the camera. Super expensive, not gonna lie, but it's just the easiest purchase to make. Good audio just means good content, in my opinion. You can screw up your video, but as long as there's good audio, it's amazing. I can record Walmart pranks if I want. There won't, but that sounds fun. Next up is external storage. When I open it up, I will find these 2 pieces of external storage. One of them is a Samsung T7 SSD drive, just 500 gigabytes. And the other one is a 5 terabyte Western Digital hard drive. The difference between the two is this one holds more, but records data slower and costs less. This one processes data faster, but the storage costs more. Now that can seem really confusing, but the thought process behind it is I store all of my current projects on this, and then I store all my past projects on this. See what I'm kind of going there? Past projects that I don't need to access as much, I can put on this because it's slower, save some bucks, dope stuff. The current projects, I want them running fast so I can, work with them pretty fast. I could do a whole video on storage, which I probably will, so stay tuned for that. In one of the pockets, I have a bag full of extra little audio nitty-gritties. The one I use the most is just the Rode Video Micro. It's Rode's cheapest mic. It's like 50 bucks. Makes your audio sound a little less like crap, but it's still pretty crappy. I like to use it on shoots where I don't really know what to expect, where I need to capture every piece of sound rather than just voice. It is something that I look towards upgrading here soon, but for the time being, I really like the size of it, and I really like how it just gets me a base level of audio. Then in the bag, I also have this removable sling bag. I don't have a link for this. I got it in like one of those free packages. If you buy a camera, they give you a ton of accessories like SD cards and stuff, and so that came with this. So this is not my first choice of bag, but it was free, and it fits perfectly. In here, I have various things like chargers and all that stuff. One thing worth mentioning is a good quality power bank. This is an Anker power bank. I couldn't find the exact one on Amazon, so I just linked one similar to it. It gives me enough charges to, charge stuff if I need to. Mostly my phone. It's rugged. It feels nice. I love it. Good stuff. And then I also have a ton of random fun cameras. So I have a camcorder for good vibes. The footage that these things put out, great vibes. And I have this small digital Canon camera. Shoots perfect photos, shoots fun photos, shoots great videos. I love handing this to friends and then they go around and record whatever they want. And I think it's the coolest thing ever, and they think it's really cool too. So we're both in business. And I have an off-brand GoPro. My brother got it in like high school and then never used it. And then I use it to make like random shots, like POV videos or stuff like that. And then it has like an underwater case around it. So I can just do fun random stuff. Not the greatest thing in the world ever, but worth having around for sure. Then I have a 360 camera that hasn't made its way into my workflow at all, although I think they're really cool. Honestly, Casey Neistat's video about it really showed it off and made me buy it. So good job, Casey Neistat. One of the sad things is I don't have enough room to carry over-the-ear headphones in this bag, so I kind of have to carry them externally. Also in my hand will be over-the-ear headphones, if you couldn't have guessed. These are the Sony XM5s, come in this case. And they also don't fold in the middle, which is inconvenient, but also like kind of aesthetically cool. They fit great. They match my vibe, if you couldn't guess. I enjoy the color black from time to time. In the world of editing, if you use earbuds like AirPod Pros, there's gonna be a little bit of a delay on your edits, and you want to be clean cut and make sure your audio is good. So whenever I'm editing, I always make sure to have these plugged in. Not gonna lie, I really don't use the wireless capabilities very much, but if I ever were to go on a flight, these would probably be a better option just for the noise canceling ability. I think it's Sony's newest pair of headphones, so they're pretty good stuff. This kind of conflicts with a whole other topic, but I also have AirPod Pros with me. I really wanted to decide, do I want to use AirPod Pros or do I want to use over the ears? But the true answer for my life is I need them both. Always have these in my pocket, and I use them pretty seamlessly 50-50 with each other, which is a surprise for me. But important to note, love AirPod Pros. Well, that's pretty much everything in my bag. Obviously, just having this consistent system of this bag makes my day just a little more manageable. This stuff might not reflect what you need or anything like that, but will give you a good starting point of like maybe what you could think about needing. If you enjoyed this content, you'll probably enjoy other things that I make too. So definitely make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Even though I don't think I've ever hit anyone's bell. So if you hit my bell, that would be an honor, because I don't even do that. More videos to come. Thank you guys. Have a good one. Let's get that bag.